This video will be an ultimate guide to GARCHOMP. I will only talk about the Dragon build, Dragon Rush and Dragon Claw. I will not talk about the ground abilities because I don't think they're very good, but the Dragon build is one of the strongest all-rounder builds currently in the game. So GARCHOMP, a melee all-rounder, he is kind of squishy still a tiny bit, but he just has a very good amount of CC. He has good engaging, he has good laning phase. You can play him top, you can play him bot path, you can also play him in the center area. He pretty much can go anywhere. And he's a very late game powerhouse that relies on a lot of attack speed. And with that attack speed, you do a lot of basic attacking. So very basic attack heavy Pokemon that relies on auto attacking and then life stealing, you know, when he takes damage back. For held items, I currently play Muscle Bend, Rapid Fire Scarf, and Scope Lens. As I mentioned, this Pokemon is very basic attack heavy, so all of those items give us great damage. You can also replace one of these two with Focus Bend if you want to be a bit more tankier, but in general I would recommend just going for damage. Eject button will always be a thing we take. We'll explain later on why. And for emblems, since we're on Scope Lens, I would recommend also going more like crit emblems. Just try to go to 6 brown, 4 white, put in some crit emblems if you have any golden ones or something, or silver ones. Otherwise, you can also always go, of course, HP. You can go a mix of these emblems, but I would recommend going for a bit more crit rate, because those crits really matter on GARCHOMP to actually get KOs. We start the game off as skill build, but let's first talk about GARCHOMP's basic attacks, because they're so important. He has to build up a boost auto attack. You can see the count right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as soon as we reached 5, we get our boosted auto attack, which is more attack speed, and it also does, the more end HP the enemy still has, you can see the more damage it will do. And this number can also crit, which means it can do a lot of more damage than you actually want. That's why Scope Lens or crit is so important on GARCHOMP as well, because it can deal just in crazy amounts of damage. Of course, the target dummy has a lot of HP right now. It has 100,000 or something. So, but yeah, the more HP the enemy has, the more damage GARCHOMP's basic attacks will do. He also gains increased attack speed and also increased lifesteal. Also, hitting moves onto enemies will also give you a boost auto attack stack. So you can see right here, 1, 2 for just hitting abilities onto opponents. But still only one, even if you had multiple enemies. So if I do like this right now, I hit 3, it's still only one boosted attack counter as well. GARCHOMP's passive is Rough Skin. As soon as GARCHOMP takes damage from a melee Pokemon, it returns 30% of that damage towards the melee Pokemon. I think it has also a 2-second cooldown, so it doesn't always happen. But yeah, he can return damage. It's not the greatest passive, it's just a bit of extra thing. You don't really notice it too much. Then for the basic moves, you have Bulldoze, which will be your main last hitting tool in the early game. You just jump up and do some damage on the ground. And then we have Scent Attack, which is kind of undervalued by a lot of players. It's actually a great ability. It doesn't do damage, but it's like a mini smoke screen, so you throw out the Scent Attack. The enemies are a bit smoke screen, similar to like Greninja, and he gains attack speed and slows opponents as well and gains move speed. So this allows us for very early game aggression. If we build our boost auto attack, we can do a lot of damage very fast with his attack speed, and combined with Rapid Fire Scarf, we can pretty much beat any Pokemon on level 3. On level 5, we pick up Dragon Rush, which I mentioned before as well. We only take Dragon abilities. I can't recommend the ground abilities right now. Also, Dragon is much more fun. Dragon Rush, we go into direction. GARCHOMP goes a tiny bit back, like this, and then he knocks his opponents with them towards an area. Also, he takes less damage during this first activation. So during this activation, he takes less damage, and we can pull our targets. We can't pull targets across the wall, but on level 5, later on we can, when we get Dragon Claw. But right now, if we Dragon Rush someone into a wall, they don't get pulled with us. Otherwise, we can pull stuff with us every single time we go, and there's no wall in between. So very straightforward, dash, and it gets people with, and it has like a very generous range as well. So because it goes back a tiny bit, you can pull people in a decent distance like this as well. And you see it, like, because I go back a tiny bit, it will still pull them with us. And we get level 7 or Dragon Claw, and this is where we start, or where our build really starts. But first, Dragon Claw. GARCHOMP does this twice. It slows as well, but this is not the main part. It pushes also back on the first claw, and then in the end, you also slow your opponents. But you can use Dragon Rush or Dragon Claw during your Dragon Rush. So you do Dragon Rush, and then you press Dragon Claw at the start of it, and you're gonna activate your Dragon Claw while you're flying with Dragon Rush. And now you can pull also people with you. It stuns at the end, so you can see it's actually quite a long stun as well. And now you can also get things across walls. So as soon as you get to Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo, now you see you can pick up things and just pull them across the entire map. And this is what we will mainly be doing. We don't really use this and this on our own unless it gets really close. Let's say we're in a scenario where we might be dying and we just want one quick Dragon Claw for some bursts coming out, then we just do a quick Dragon Claw. But besides that, you always do this. Dragon Rush and press Dragon Claw at the start of it. And we just pull things across the entire map. And it allows us also for very good early game last hitting, because we can, you know, say we're in lane right here and we want to get this bunny or something. We can always just, you know, pull it into bushes and out of vision of our opponents, right? So I see him on this side as well. Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo, and we can pull things away from our opponents so we can get them low and then pull them to the left side and be able to get the last hits quite easy. Then on level 9 we get a Unite move, and this is an activation you have to press. And Garchomp goes into like an enraged mode, and you have to hit, or you can only move, you can't basic attack anything, and all these instances do damage. So you're gonna activate it. We also take reduced damage during it for 5 seconds. We activate it like here, and then we have to drive it around, and in an area under like Garchomp, in front of Garchomp, he deals damage. And you can see, even though my area was up here, I was still knocking them up. On the last thing, again, knocks up as well. So again, we activate this, and then as soon as Garchomp moves through something, they take damage, and the last one is a knock-up. Mainly used as just a follow-up. Either you do Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo, maybe basic attacks, and you try to burst someone down. That's mainly what the Unite move is used for, it's just burst. Okay. You can also eject button during it, so you can increase the range of the last thing as well, like this. Very nice. And the same works for Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo. This is where it becomes very strong as well. That's why we always play eject button, because we can do something like this. And this is where Garchomp is able to just win games with this build. You can Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo and eject button during it, and then still reach your opponents. You can see how far away I am, and I'm still able to just get my opponents. And this is how you win games, by just jumping onto the enemy backline and getting them down. On level 11 we get Dragon Rush Plus, which just gives us unstoppable, so now our Dragon Rush can't be cancelled, because before it can actually get cancelled. And level 13 we get Dragon Claw Plus, which is just more damage. That's just all there is to it, just more damage. So how we want to play Garchomp Team Fights is quite easy. We just want to Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo on too many people as possible from far away. So we always do Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo, eject button in. We try to hit more than just one Ataria. I mean, let's pretend those are opponents, right? Or these are opponents right here. We Dragon Rush, eject button in, and then we can either go into instant Unite move, or we just start basic attacking. Because hitting our abilities also gives us, you know, boosted auto attack stacks, as you can see right now. You can see currently I'm at 0. If I do a Dragon Claw, I hit twice, I get 2 stacks. If I hit a Dragon Rush, I get a stack as well. Let me do those decay very fast. Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo in, and we hit multiple targets at the same time. Then we build up our boosted auto attack pretty much instantly, and we can just start basic attacking, rock our rapid fire scarf, and hopefully deal a crazy amount of AoE damage. And that's when Garchomp really starts shining. So again, like this, into team fights, you can see instantly 3 boost auto attacks are built up, and we can just start basic attacking, rock our rapid fire scarf. And if you drop a bit low or someone is running away, we can just activate our Unite move and start chasing down our opponents. And again, also, of course, he's very good at taking down objectives fast because of his passive or his boost auto attack, right? So, and attack speed, you can see we do a lot of damage. But again, the lower someone is on HP, the less damage it will start dealing at some point. But yeah, it still deals incredible amounts of damage, doesn't matter what, and we're able to take down objectives quite fast. And it's a very enormous strategy for like Garchomp to just be top lane, get rid of Leggies and start pushing top, and just be a solo carry Pokemon. It's not really, I mean, it's also good as a team, but you also play a lot alone on this Pokemon. So let's jump into some gameplay. We want to keep up our boost auto attack if we can, as long as we can possibly early game. And if you hit center attack on something, it's going to extend this duration as well. So I'm going to try walk, I'm trying to center attack this thing, try to keep my boost auto attack, and I do. And I'm going to instantly run through and start auto attacking whoever's here. You want to be very aggressive as Gible early game. And you're going to see how aggressive I will be. I will try to get these last hits as well with Bulldoze as right here, Bulldoze, and I'm going to keep on going onto this Eevee and try to be aggressive. Try to keep up my boost auto attack as much as I can. Center attack again. I'm even eject buttoning to let me flux down, which in this case is quite fine. You have to be, of course, you can get ganked quite easily as well. Again, looking for the Eevee, just pressuring away, and then looking for the Bulldoze, basic hack into Bulldoze, was waiting for a Swift to miss. And now we can go back to the left side. Sadly, the Scyther is also quite strong already, so I was taken down. But doesn't matter what, I got myself a lot of experience, which was already quite worth it, doesn't matter what. You can see how aggressive you want to be. Usually you can get, if opponents don't know how strong this Pokemon is early game, you will get knockouts easily on level 3. You just build up your boost auto attack, walking towards the lane, center attack the NDD, and just run into your opponents as fast as you can and start basic attacking them, proccing your rapid fire scarf, and you will do a lot of early game damage. Trying to get to level 5 right here. And after we get Dragon Rush, the game becomes much easier, because again, as I mentioned, now we can pull, you know, things like wild Pokemon into these bushes. You can see I'm going to try to pull into this bush out of vision of my opponents. Sadly, it was actually a bit outside still, but you know what I mean. And we do the same over and over again. Out of vision again. I give this last hit over to my Urshifu because he needs level 5 very badly, and I'm already at level 5, so I'm quite happy. Of course, I want Dragon Claw as fast as possible as well. Again, Dragon Rush to the left side here. I'm just going for the last hit, just to make sure the enemies don't steal it away. We can start basic attacking currently at full stacks. And I'm going to start basically taking the Scissor. I get stunned though by the Espeon, but we pull him towards the left side. Again, Dragon Rush can also already pull enemy Pokemon. It just can't do them across voids. I'm going to eject button forward, stay the full boost auto attack up, and we just take down the Espeon very, very easily. And now we can try and start scoring, but then Cinderace is here and actually took a lot of damage right now. Basic attacking again, Dragon Rushing it into the wall, into the bush I tried, but you can see again. It gets stuck on voids now before Dragon Claw. Can be quite annoying, but now we're already level 7, so my game is looking great so far in this match. And I'm just gonna try to just make sure I don't die right here, trying to defend the goal, and if they overextend, I can look for a combo. But now they're still trying to push, and I'm still on not level 9 yet, so I've got to just be a bit careful. And my Dragapult arrives. He does get one down, and again, Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo into the bush right now. So you have two options here on these Altarias as well. And I even picked up a Scyther. You can either do it right here or Scissor. You can just make sure you pull it into one of these bushes, right? Always into tall grass, or maybe I should call it just tall grass, like this. And our Scissor even came with the right free Garchomp Uber, and he took it as well. We take down the Altaria, we take down the Scissor. And that's why Garchomp, I think, again, is also a great laning Pokemon. It's actually one of the strongest level 3 Pokemon. And then if you get to level 5, getting last hit's actually quite easy, thanks to the Dragon Rush. Pulling, white Pokemon. Looking for the Espeon right now. I lost my boost auto attack, but we hit a Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo. We get level 9 right here. And I'm going to start auto attacking again. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Just auto attacking, waiting for my Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo to come back up. And we take him down as well. So this game is going great. Now I'm already level 9. I even get some more points in right here. Try to get this in DD as well, maybe from the Cinderace, I actually do. And now we can try to zone him away to make sure that it can't get stolen, so I just stun him right here with my Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo, go into Unite move now. As I mentioned, if you want to burst something down, you can always do this quite easily, and the last hit of my unit also takes him down. I'm going to eject button forward, take down the Espeon 2, and then we just basically take the Scissor. One easy triple KO. Now we can walk towards the next goal. Scored 24 points right here, and now it's just farming. It's very important to farm experience on Garchomp as well. Here I messed up my Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo across the wall, sadly, but I see mid Altarias might be up still, currently being taken, so I'm going to go right here. I combo the Altaria and the Buzzwole, but I have to be a bit careful. He's level 9, so if he smacks on superpowers me, I can actually maybe go down. I'm trying to live him right now, and we take down the Buzzwole in the end. I'm just going to start life stealing. As soon as you teamfight is like over, always look for white Pokemon. It's similar to someone like Surf Greninja or something, or any physical attack as well. Just look for things to life steal on. Right, here's some base life steal. Full boost auto attack also has more life steal. You can see how fast I'm healing back up on these Altaria. So if you're fighting into white Pokemon, make sure you hit those as well for some nice healing. And Altarias always are your best friends for more sustain. Just defending bot goal right here. I could go maybe top, I have Unite move up. I'm kind of just waiting for it to see maybe if someone is going to score right here. Now I decide, okay, my Unite move is almost back up. I'm going to go team fight and look for something. Also use your Unite move, especially if now you're getting stunned right any moment. So if you Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo like into an Espeon, there's a high chance Espeon is going to Unite move, right? You just instantly use your Unite move because it's unstoppable. You can't get stopped like this. A perfect example, actually. I actually didn't even realize this was about to happen. So, no kidding, I wasn't. So, in this moment, I know that if I go in right here, Espeon is going to Unite move me, and my Unite move gives me unstoppable, so I instantly just press it. I'm going to dodge the Unite move of Espeon, and then we... this is actually... I didn't even know this would happen, I swear. And we take down 2 more people right here, try to break the goal, because there's going to be Regieleki, and we have a nice overcap right here with our 9-hit scoring of 33 points. And now we can start working on the Regieleki. I'm going to combo it as well, just because it gives me, 3 stacks of my boost auto attack. That's why we still combo white Pokemon as well like this. Even though we can't stun the Regieleki when it's like this, it just builds up our boost auto attack much faster if we hit those abilities there onto it. Going towards bottom now for the bot objective. Trying to make it there in time. And we don't have Unite move up, so we have to be a bit careful, but I mean, the enemies are on Regieleki, right? So I'm pinging top to make sure maybe someone goes defend there, because the enemies are going to push afterwards. It's very easy decision for them to make. I'm just trying to zone to make sure no one is able to steal it away. And now I have an eject button up, which I kind of still want to maybe look for a play right now, if I can. But yeah, there's these 2. I'm going to pick up both. Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo. If enemies line up, it's just so wonderful. We're going to start basic attacking. Espeon almost gets us killed. And now we can farm level 14. I can maybe get one more Unite move out before Rayquaza, but it's kind of low. You shouldn't Unite move too late as Garchomp. Again, it's not the most powerful Unite move, but it's still quite nice. And again, just the unstoppable effect is also very important. And the last final knockup can be huge. The last stun you can maybe get out as well. But in general, auto-attacking will probably do a lot more as well, because you also heal during it. So you can get focused down during your Unite move quite easily too and maybe go down. Again, you take reduced damage during your Unite move, but that doesn't mean that you're suddenly unkillable, right? Just because you look very angry and you're burning in red doesn't mean you're suddenly unkillable. So yeah. I'm looking for something right here maybe for the Cinderace. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to be careful. And here I decide to just use one more Unite move. Because I know I'm going to have it for Rayquaza. It's the last chance I had. And we take down, we drive it around, and we take easy KOs. Here I look for, I could maybe Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo into the Atarias, but I'm just perma-stunned. Finally eject button away. And it's an issue for like any melee Pokemon, right? Like in this scenario, I was just stunned. I finally got out in the end. It took a while. If I wasn't stunned so long, I could have Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo towards the Ataria on the right and just started basic attacking and heal a lot, but I was just stunned so long I just decided to eject button away in the end, hopefully as soon as I was able to get away. And now I just have to farm my Unite move back up if I can. There's still Regieleki spawning, so I kind of want to help out my team, and I see these Atarias. If I get some of them would be nice for my Unite move. But yeah, try to at least. Just going to recharge my Unite on my Pokemon. Start basic attacking at a max boost auto attack. Always got to be a bit careful, don't step back. You don't just want to jump into 5 opponents as well first. And here I'm going to just try to Dragon Rush combo Buster to the left side, but he does use the Unite move, which made him unstoppable. And now we lose 2 members. And yeah, now it's actually kind of scary because my Unite move is down. That means I'm going to get Regieleki, which is that's not a big deal. It was just like the fight that we lost now. Because if the opponents go for instantly Rayquaza now, I don't have my Unite move up. And it could be hard for me to team fight. But I see all the Bitoys on the map, and I pretty much get them. I'm pinging my team to go towards the top right side, because we have to go there very, very badly. And there we go. I'm going to walk over here. And because if my team is not here, the enemies could just do it. And I need my Unite move. I'm going to walk away a tiny bit. I'm going to Dragon Rush combo into the Espeon. And this time I didn't have Unite move up, as you can see, so I couldn't dodge it, but I was 1% away from it. It's going to go to my Unite move. I'm going to eject button with my last Unite move onto the Espeon, knock him up, take him over with basic attacks, look for another Dragon Rush combo, go towards the Ataria to basic attack and lifesteal. As you can see, I'm lifestealing so much right now, thanks to the Ataria. And I'm just getting shoved around by the Trevenant, though, of course. And I try to maybe get him down. This time I dodged the Horn Leech with my next Dragon Rush, since it also makes me unstoppable. And while we zone the Trevenant, my team does Rayquaza, trying to live here as well now still. Of course, the game's not quite over yet. But I've Ray Shield. Just getting smacked around. But yeah. Yeah, just use the Dragon Claw combo to take down the Buzzwole very fast as well. As I mentioned, you don't always have to necessarily do the combo. But as you saw, I pretty much never use Dragon Claw just on my own. It's just a good finishing tool maybe sometimes, right? If you think that's the only way to maybe finish some Pokemon in the end or get the knockout and you don't want to use. Because Dragon Rush takes a while as well, as you can see, right? Like, first have to go back, then jump towards your opponents. So it's not instant damage, right? Dragon Claw is much faster if you just use it on your own. Maybe see if I can look at the damage numbers maybe in this game if anyone is interested. I mean, there's still some more fighting going on, just basic attacking right here. Going to another Unite move, and we just chase on the Espeon. Someone like Espeon doesn't have fun. I actually hit every single Unite move there. I try to also, here in this scenario, I make sure that I pick up the white Pokemon as well. Just to make sure I even have more lifesteal. So in this scenario, I walk this direction so I can pick up the white Pokemon and Scizor at the same time. If I get it back up, because it also allows me to get a bit more lifesteal in just in case we start basic attacking the Scizor. But finally, we're going to fall. And yeah, so that was a pretty insane Garchomp game, though. I think that was very clean. I don't think I did a lot of mistakes at all. So it's probably one of the better Garchomp games I had, and I had so far. And yeah, 128k damage. Hope you guys enjoyed the guide. Check out my other Ultimate guides, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!